Okay, everyone. Good day to you, whoever you're joining this from, and welcome to today's class. So we're going to be talking about AI for brand managers. And one of the most important jobs you do as a brand manager is writing. So just like I've mentioned in other classes, as a brand manager, you might not necessarily be the one that will do the graphic design or do the video editing or shoot the video or post on social media or create the websites. But for sure, you are the one that is going to write. All the writing, the ones that will go on social media, what the graphic designers will design, what the social media person will post, what the video scripts for the company videos, what is going to go on the company website. You are going to definitely be the one writing. You're going to write brand strategy. You're going to write content strategy. You're going to write, most likely write content calendar. So the one you cannot escape is writing. And of course, thank God that we have AI. AI is going to help us do a lot of writing. And of course, I have right here ChatGPT, which is the most popular AI platform, but it's also the most popular LLM. So LLM means large language models. So there are different types of AI, right? There's AI that helps you to write, which is what large language models are. There's AI that helps you with videos creation. There's AI that helps you with graphic design. There's AI that helps you with audio. There's AI that helps you with, so many things, right? But large language models are these ones where you just need to type something and that it gives you a response in text-based format, right? So, and we're going to be using that today to teach you how to use it, as your companion, as a brand manager, right? So, of course, one of the critical things about AI that you must understand is this. AI is garbage in, garbage out. Computer generally, of course, if you've done computer studies, even in secondary school, they will tell you that computer is garbage in, garbage out. And what that simply means is that what you give it is what it will give back to you. And so if you're not giving your AI good information to work with, then most definitely it's not going to give you good results. And that is just the bottom line. That's just it. It's not going to give you good results. So being able to communicate with your AI is the most important thing. Is the most important thing. Because AI is useless if you cannot communicate with it. Just like the way your phone is useless if you cannot communicate with it. If you cannot use the apps on your phone is useless. If you cannot use your computer, no matter how powerful your computer is, it is useless basically. And so I'm hoping that this is what I'm going to be teaching you to do today in today's class. So we're going to be, since this is like something for a business, this is something that we want to use for our businesses, right? So we're going to be using a sample business, right? We're going to be using a sample business to be able to really make it as practical as possible, so that I don't just go ahead and be teaching you something and you will not really understand how to apply to your own business. So somebody's going to be talking with me today in this class about her business, and then we are going to be going through it together, how we use AI to assist her in our brand management process. And so one very key thing you must understand when using AI for your brand is that you must give it a lot of background information. Don't just ask AI open questions like, help me write an email to my boss, or help me create a content calendar. Those are just open-ended questions. It will not give you, of course, it will always give you something, but it will not give you what will be useful to you. It just give you something general. But the more you give it information about your business or the context of the question you are asking it, the better, the stronger results it will give you. That's why today, some of the most interesting jobs that we're having today is something called prompt engineering. Engineering is basically how to talk to AI. There's no big drama about. So when you hear prompt engineering, there's nothing special about it. It's how to talk to AI, how to communicate with AI, basically. And anybody that understands how to speak English, how to write English, should be able to know how to communicate with AI. But of course, the skill is special because it's not just about speaking English or writing English that makes it good. What makes it special is because you know how to, how will I put it, break down problems with language and then feeding it to the AI. So you have a problem now at work. Your ability to convert that problem into English language, break it down in such a way to communicate that problem to the AI is what makes you a good prompt engineer. That is it. So it's not really about just language, but it's about your ability to think about how well you can communicate, basically. How well you can communicate. That's just it. So let's go ahead. Let's make it practical. And I'm going to be speaking today with Vivian. Vivian is a social media manager, and she's going to be telling us about our business. So I'm going to be asking you, Vivian. I'm going to be asking you questions one after the other to so that we can feed the AI with information, right? What we want to do first of all is to get AI to give us a brand strategy, because all we've been learning in this course so far is understanding your business, understanding the whys of your business, right? Understanding the why of your business, then creating a brand strategy, then from a brand strategy, you now go ahead and create something called you can create a content strategy, you can create a social media strategy, and then you create a content calendar. From the brand strategy, you can get all those things. You can get, of course, you can get your brand voice, you can get your brand messaging, and all those things like that. So let's go ahead. So Vivian, if you are there, unmute yourself, and I'm going to be. So let's start. Let's start by telling the AI. I am okay. So first of all, just introduce yourself and let me type that to the AI first of all. So I'm doing this with ChatGPT, but it's going to work with any other AI. Right? It's going to work with any other AI that you are using. So this is Claude AI that I'm using here, right? This is Claude AI that I'm using here. So Claude is another type of AI. Sure, you get. I like this one. There's ChatGPT, there's Copilot. It's work with any AI that you're using. So there's nothing too special about ChatGPT actually. So so first of all, just introduce yourself to us. First of all, let me put that into the chat box, and we'll go from there. Vivian, if you are there, go ahead and unmute yourself and just introduce yourself to us. Your name, where you are based, and what you do.
Okay, my name is Vivian. I'm a social media manager and I'm based in Lagos.
All right. Let me put that into the chat box. Okay, so this is the first introduction. If you introduce yourself to the AI now, and then the next thing is I'm going to tell it. Now, the next question I would like to, the next thing I would like to put into this is a little bit more about your business, but you will need to tell the AI what you want it to be for you. So let me say, I want you to be my brand manager because I want to grow my business and get more clients. So for me, whenever I'm communicating with AI, I would say, and I want to configure. So now what you are doing is that this sentence I've put here, which is I want you to be my brand manager. I have basically configured what I want this AI to be for me. I've configured its personality. So by just adding that word brand manager, I have configured the mind of this chat that this AI is going to be thinking like a brand manager. You go what I mean? So I want you to be my brand manager because I want to grow my business and get more clients. Okay. What else? So you can press OK like this, but then before you, one more thing you can add is you can look at who is the most successful person in your industry, in this particular industry, social media industry, not just in Nigeria, but in the world. So who is a most successful brand manager? Okay, the most successful for me, there are so many of them, but a popular person that is into your line of business, Vivian, is somebody called Gary Vaynerchuk. I think you should go and follow him on social media, Gary V. So yes, I want to be my brand manager. Let me come back here to these points here. Just like Gary V. Yes. So by adding this, we have configured its brain a little bit more. So we have told it what we want it to be, number one. We have told it who we want it to be like, Gary V. So this is it. So of course, if you are a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are an engineer, it's the same way you can use. You need to just configure that chat based on the kind of results you want it to be giving you. All right, so let's go. So hello, my name is Vivian. I'm a social media manager based in Lagos, Nigeria, because there's two Lagos in this world. Lagos. There's also Lagos in Portugal. Okay, based in Lagos, Nigeria, I want you to be my brand manager, just like Gary V, because I want to grow my business and get more clients. I will be giving you some more details about my business in the next prompt. All right, so this is basic introduction now, right? You've introduced yourself to the AI and you've told it what you want it to be, how you want it to think. And then, so this can be your first prompt. Let us click enter. That's the first thing. So you can go ahead. Now it's going to do this. Okay, so hello, Vivian. I'm excited to work with you as a brand manager, Gary V style. Once you share more details about your business, I'll help you craft your personal brand strategy, content plan, client acquisition system that positions you as a go-to social media expert in Nigeria and beyond. Let's build something powerful. Ready when you are. Okay. Now, of course, this particular chart is that we are having here now is already tainted. It's tainted because of this thing. You see this thing called memory and saved memory. It's because I've been using this particular ChatGPT account for many years. I've used it for so many things. These are all these my previous chats, right? From different things I'm doing. So, and ChatGPT has the ability to remember things from your previous chats, from all these other chats. So this chat we are chatting is a little bit tainted. But of course, when you are doing this in your own, the response you'll get might be different because I've been chatting with it with so many other stuff before. So, okay, let's go ahead. So now, let's now give it some details about our business because we want it to be thinking for us, right? So let us give it details about our business. So Vivian, when did you start your social media business? Or should I say, what inspired you to go into social media management? Let's start from there so we can give it all those information.
Somebody actually, it was an aunt, my auntie, she makes tiger nut flour and milk and oat flour. As at that time, I think I just finished school and she was just encouraging me that she feels like it's something I can do. She was just steering me towards it and I started managing her business. Along the line, I took a course, Lagos State funded course, Lagos State and UNDP. They had a social media course for like 3 months. I did that and that was how I became a social media.
Okay, so let's do that. I became a social media manager because I wanted to help my auntie promote our juice business online. But then I loved it so much, I stuck with it. How long have you been doing this?
I'll say about 5 years or more. I think it's about 6 years now.
I've been doing this for 6 years now. What's your favorite social media tool, or I mean your favorite platform, or you don't have any preference?
I'm just more, I think Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. I love all platforms, no, all social media platforms. But I prefer to manage Instagram accounts. Okay. The next thing I'm going to ask is we should probably tell it is yeah, so what are some of the things you would like to, what are some of your short-term goals for it now, for this your business, for the social media management? Like, what do you want to accomplish within the next 3 to 6 months?
I'm looking to get more I will say high value clients. I've been
Good.
stuck with too many small businesses and
All right. All right. So I became a social media manager because I wanted to help my aunt promote her juice business online. But then I love this so much, I stuck with it. I've been doing this for 6 years now. I love all social media platforms, but I prefer to manage Instagram accounts. My goal is to land high-end clients, that I can charge premium fees for my service. What are some of the personal skills you have apart from posting on social media? Do you have any specific skills that tie, maybe writing, video, design, any social media skills that can enhance your social media?
I'll say maybe designing. I do some designs on Canva. Yeah. And then videos. I come up with creative content creation for my clients. So that's it.
Okay. For skills, I can post, I can come up with video ideas for my clients, and I also do some graphic designs on Canva. Okay, so you've just given me some basic information, right? Now it's time for you to ask it a question. So you've given me some information. Now ask them. The first thing you want to ask it, for example, is give me a brand strategy. So what is does your business have a name?
The Social Circle.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me put this at the beginning. All right. It's good to just put that there. Give me a simple to understand social media. No, brand strategy for the social circle. First of all, give me a simple to understand brand strategy for the social circle. So let's go with that. Simple to understand. Okay, let me refine this a bit more. Give me the simple to understand, easy to read. That contains things I can do to start promoting my business online. I have zero budgets, so it's just me. All right. So you've given it this context now. Now, of course, if before this training, right, I want to assume that if you were to ask a chatbot for brand strategy, you would not frame it like this. But because of this class now, you've seen the kind of prompts we're giving to this AI. And so it's going to give us a very good stuff because of all this information we've given it. We started by doing basic introduction here, right? And then from there, we're now coming to give it some basic background about our business, about ourselves. So we'll say that my business is called The Social Circle. I became a social media manager because I wanted to help my aunt to promote her juice business online. But then I love this so much, I stuck with it. I've been doing this for 6 years now. I love all social media platforms, but I prefer to manage Instagram accounts. My goal is to land high-end clients that I can charge premium fees for my services. For skills, I can post, I can come up with video ideas for my client, and I also do some graphic designs on Canva. First of all, give me a simple to understand, easy to read brand strategy for the social cycle that contains things I can do to start promoting my business online. I have zero budget, so it's just me. All right, let's send that in and let's wait for the response. As you can see, it's going to take some time to think, and then it's going to give you some very, very good results. Some very, very good results. So let's just hang on for some seconds and see what it is. Of course, if I'm the one doing this, right, I'm going to do it a little bit better than this, right? Because like I know how to communicate with AI, at least to a large extent. So let's just hold on. It's still writing, it's still giving us stuff. One of the things I don't like about ChatGPT is that it talks too much. ChatGPT talks too much. It gives you so many things, even more than what you ask for. But we're going to just go through this and analyze it, right? So that we can, all right, so that's finished. Let us go ahead and look at it. All right, so thanks for sharing that, Vivian. The social cycle has a great backstory. Yes, a simple and clear brand strategy you can start using today to promote your business online with zero budget. Number one, define your niche and ideal client. Focus. Instagram management for small to mid-size premium brands, fashion, beauty, wellness, lifestyle, food. So basically that suggested some industries you can focus on. fashion, beauty, lifestyle. And this goes back to what I talked about earlier, which is understanding your clients, the kind of people you want to be serving, the kind of people you want to serve, the kind of people you want to solve problems for, right? All right, so it has also given you your ideal client persona. Nigerian women-led businesses or founders who want their brands to look expensive and grow on Instagram but don't know how. So this is your ideal client, right? So that means that it has suggested that you focus on Nigerian women-led businesses. So that means you're going to be focusing on female CEOs. It has given that suggestion now for your brand, though, because as a social media manager, you can come up and say, hello, my name is Vivian. I support Nigerian business women to grow on Instagram. That alone, you've created a brand already. You've created a brand already. I mean, you don't even need to, basically, you are telling them that I help Nigerian women grow on social media. Nigerian business women. The kind of DMs you will start getting, so let's continue. All right, so yeah. Oh, I didn't even read this one. Oh, it has already said what I wanted to even say. I didn't even read this. Okay, I help female-led brands grow and glow. Oh, that's nice. On Instagram with premium content and strategy. Good. So when you add this word premium, you're already telling people that it's not cheap. Yeah, so that's it. Because when people see premium, they know that that thing is not cheap. All right, so number 2 is create a personal brand around you. That means like you yourself, Vivian, you need to have a personal brand. That means let's go back to what I was saying, that as a small business, the possibility of you making sales without showing your face online in this day and age is going to be hard. Yes, you can build a business without showing your face online, but you will spend more money. But as you don't have money, it means that you have to do the rugged way. And the rugged way is be shameless. You need to lose your shame. Become shameless. That's it. And of course, you and I know that there are people online that are shameless. They will come online and dance. They will cook. They would prepare tea. They will prepare coffee. They will prepare sandwich. They will eat indomie on front of camera. They would eat amala in front of camera. They will tell you about the dates they went on yesterday. They will tell you about how electricity company came to their house to disconnect. They will be sharing stuff that does not concern you. That is shamelessness. And yes, they are selling, they are making money. So if it works, it works. And they are not spending a lot of money on ads, right? So you get. So you need to become shameless. That's just it, basically. All right. So create a personal brand around you. So you are the face of the business, so start showing up. And then how it wants you to show up. This is the now it has gone from giving you so now this small thing here now is a brand strategy, right? This is first one. The second one, it has started giving you content. This is content strategy. It has started giving you content strategy already. So you can look at it now. Content ideas, 3 to 4 posts per week. So storytelling, share your journey. Example, how you help your aunt's juice brand. Behind the scenes, show your content creation, post plan, design on Canva, all those kinds of things, right? Tips and tricks, share your growth, Instagram growth hack, graphic design tips, and all those things like that. Client success stories, of course, share client success stories for both paid and unpaid work. Social proof. Of course, you know what social proof means. Client testimonials, create mock projects, help a friend or a small brand. Of course, for the past 6 years, I'm sure you must have done plenty free work for people. So all those things. And of course, if you are really good at it, then they should have seen success and you can share those success stories. Then promote consistently on Instagram, use popular Nigerian hashtags, engage in DMs, comment on your ideal clients. But this is very, very important. I didn't mention this when we're talking about social media course one of the ways to grow on Instagram is by commenting on other people's posts. Very important. One of the ways of getting clients is by commenting on your ideal client's post. Like comments. Wait, turn on post notification. When they post, be the first to comment. Drop 2 comments at the same time. Drop 3 comments at the same time. And that's how to be aggressive. Oh. You need to be aggressive online. Oh. There's no gentleness there. Oh. Comment. So in a day, averagely, you should be commenting like 15 to 25 times, 30 times per day. That is it. You need to be aggressive. This is what this is marketing. Nobody is playing here. All right. So turn your Instagram into a portfolio. So what you need to post on Instagram, share what you do, who you help, examples of your work, client testimonials. So basically your Instagram page, that is the social circles Instagram page, has become like your portfolio. So that when people ask you, what brands have you worked with before? You just tell them, check my Instagram page. And your Instagram page, you need to have plenty of followers because so that people can believe that you can actually help them. Right? So that's it. All right, then create a simple offer. Create a simple offer. That is basically a simple service. That's what it means. So, I mean, example, Instagram glow up, 2 weeks profile and content revamp, monthly content management, one-on-one strategy call. I mean, it has given you all this one. Build relationships organically. So, and then weekly action plans. I've given you a weekly action plan, what you should do every day. So basically, that is it, basically, right? That is basically it. All this, you got all this stuff from giving it a very good prompt. A very good prompt, right? The thing is this, you can go ahead and with this chat that you've started now, anything you want to do about your brand, always come back here and continue chatting. Oh, don't go and start a new chat. Oh. Don't go and start a new chat every time you want to talk about a particular subject. So you get. So when you want to come back to talk about your own specific brand, come back to this chat. But if you want to talk about a new topic, as you can see here, all these are, if you can see all these things are different things I talk to the AI about. Different things, different things on that different topic. So if I want to go back to, for example, this record label now, right, and talk to them and talk about this particular company, I can come back here and do it, right? Hey, so that's how to use most of these large language models. Right, so you get what I mean? So it can even write articles for you, but the thing is, I don't encourage you to use AI to write articles. I don't encourage it because the truth is most platforms these days have begun to crack down on AI generated content. So in the near future, you will not even be able to use AI to write content anymore. Otherwise, it will not rank on Google. What you should do is that write the content yourself and then give it to AI to correct it for you. So you could, for example, write how will I put it? Okay, let me give you a typical example. See this thing here. See this thing here. Now, I gave AI one chapter of my book. Look at it, chapter 4 of my brand management book, right? That I already wrote. And then I told it to generate Instagram posts for me. I mean, LinkedIn posts from this chapter of my book. See what it gave me. It has generated all these posts from my book because I was thinking, man, so I can look at this as it has generated 10 posts for me from one chapter of my book. So I can be posting all this once a day for 10 days. So you get, I have done the original work. Now the AI just helped me to pick that chapter and gave me posts I can use. You get what I'm trying to say? So depending on AI 100% to write for you, to do everything for you, you will not do your best work like that. You will not do your best work like that. So that's it. So you must know how to write. That's why people are still taking copywriting classes. And if you can take copywriting classes, please do. The fact that AI exists does not mean that you should not learn how to write yourself. So if you can take copywriting classes as much as possible, do. It's very, very important for you as a brand manager, learning to write. AI just makes things faster, right? AI just makes things a bit more easier for you. So let me give you one more example, right? So now if I want to come back here now and say, okay, let's take this content strategy, for example, right? This content strategy has given us, and I want to say, okay, you want him to expand this content strategy, expand it and give you, you should just maybe to talk about it, we'll give you more details. Or you want to say, give me more details on this strategy. Okay, you know, or give me more details on this. You can ask it to give you more details on any of the things it has talked about. But let us use this, right? Let me just copy this title alone. Okay, thank you for this. Give me more breakdown on point 2. All right, give me more breakdown on point 2, right? So let's go. So it would give you a detailed breakdown now on points number 2. Now, of course, this can be done with any brand, with any business. We're just using Vivian Business, social media, marketing business, right? So you can do this for your cake business. You can do this for your bottled water company. You can do this for your fashion business, for your makeup business, any kind of business, right? We use it for our academy, our school, where we teach. We have so many courses that we are teaching, right? In short, there's a course that we are preparing now called AI for Profits. Basically, it's a full AI course for how to use AI as a business owner, not just for strategy or brand strategy, in your day-to-day, your financials, in your strategy, in your marketing, in your different ways. So you get what I'm trying to say. So you can use it for anything. So let's now analyze what it has given us now, as we told you to give us more details from points number 2. You're welcome, Vivian. Let's go deeper into points 2. Create a personal brand around you. This is one of the most powerful and free ways to attract high-end clients without paid ads. Number 1, create a personal. Okay, let's go here. Step 1, pick a brand personality. I talked about brand personality when I talked about brand identity. You know, I did not talk about it. It was the tutorial I gave you that talked about it. Yes, that man's tutorial. He talked about brand personality. Yes. Yeah, so it's still part of brand identity, right? So you can choose, and of course, these are things that I actually personally wrote in the book, The Brand Bible. So if you've not gotten a copy of The Brand Bible, please get that book and read it. You gain a lot. So now these are some brand personalities it has suggested for you. And it has suggested it based on what you gave it initially, all these prompts you gave it initially. This is what it is still. So AI builds knowledge upon knowledge, right? So it's telling you can become a friendly and fun person online. You can become a professional but down-to-earth person. You can become a smart and confident person, or you can become a helpful and creative person. Right? So it depends on your real personality. There's some people that are not funny people. Like, for example, me. I don't know why. But people used to say I am funny, but I am not funny. I take things very, very seriously. But somehow, some people think I'm funny, especially my family members. I really do not understand it. But anyway, I am a very serious minded person. My face is not a joking face. And so my personality online is very corporate, very serious. You do not see me talking about something funny, but that is just me, right? I'm not going to say it's wrong if you are a funny person. In short, funny people make more money online. If you are funny, if you are fun, if you are jovial, you will get more people to follow you online than if you are always serious like me, right? So, but it has to be your personality. You don't have to pretend because you're going to be doing social media for a long time. So you don't need to pretend. Gary Vaynerchuk is a talkative. I've not seen anybody on earth that talks, that likes to talk as much as Gary V. If you follow Gary V on Instagram, man, this man, they talk. And he talks fast. That's his personality. So and Gary V gives you strategy that you will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get. Gary V will tell you free on Instagram, free. He will tell you, but Gary V will tell you something. Gary V will tell you that I'm giving you this thing free on Instagram, but I know you will not do it. I know you will not do it. His YouTube channel, he has how many million followers on YouTube? I've been following him since 2017. He is my major inspiration for becoming a brand manager, right? So, and Gary V, he has clients like Coca-Cola, like Pepsi, the NBA. He has he has big clients that pay his company, his agency, Vayner Media, millions of dollars for brand management. So, like, he's the king. He's the king when it comes to brand management in this world as of today. Yeah. So you can also okay. Step 2: show your face often, just like I've mentioned. Show your face often. Step 3: share your story repeatedly. Repeatedly. The fact that you said you posted a video talking about your auntie last week, you're telling me you cannot post another video talking about your auntie this week. Take, for example, most of us belong to churches where our pastor has shared the same story many times. He has shared this gist, this particular story of how he traveled to this country and this thing happened to him. He has shared it many times, but we will share it. He will share it again, and we would enjoy it. We would enjoy that story. It's the same thing with social media, right? So take, for example, you had an experience with your auntie, right? When managing social media for her, share it. After like 1 month again, share that same story again. After another 2 months, share that same story again. People want to hear it. People like stories. It's just how we are. We like gist, especially Nigerians. Nigerians like gist too much. Anything has to do with gist, gossip. Nigerians. That's just what people like, right? Here in Nigeria, so that even the corporate clients that you are looking for, right? They want to hear gist also. Yeah, so share your story repeatedly. Don't get tired of it. Then share what you know. Everything you know about social media. Teach it for free. The truth is, the fact that you're telling somebody something for free does not mean they will not still come back and pay. It's a lie. Don't let anybody deceive you that don't tell them everything for free. It's a lie. They will not pay. It's a lie. It's a lie. If you go to my Instagram, if you go to my LinkedIn, everything I'm teaching in a paid course, I teach you for free also on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Yeah, people are still buying my course. So it's not the difference is that people don't take content on social media seriously. No matter how serious that thing you are saying is. The fact that it's on Instagram and it's free, people will feel if it is valuable, you will not be sharing it for free. Have you not heard those things before online? That if you really knew how to make somebody rich, you will not be sharing it online. That is how people think. People will believe that the fact that you're sharing it on Instagram it means that that's not the real thing. The real thing that's giving you money, you won't use your secrets. Meanwhile, it's a lie. Share everything, share it all. Every secret recipe, every secret makeup tip, share it online. Forget. You tell people, come and pay for my makeup tutorial, they will still pay. They will still pay. That's the way human beings are. Why? Because people don't take what they see on social media seriously. They will think you are just telling them the surface. You're not telling them. Meanwhile, Gary V, everything is teaching. Okay, Gary V has something called his mentorship program. It's called Daily Digital Deep Dive. 4Ds, call it 4Ds, Daily Digital Deep Dive. People pay thousands of dollars to get into that mentorship program. Top CEOs. What he's teaching them in 4Ds program is the same thing he's talking about on YouTube for free, on Instagram for free. So, but people are still paying him. So please get rid of that mindset that if I say it all online, they will not be. It's a lie. It's a lie. They will still pay you. They'll pay you more safe. They'll pay you more safe. We don't know. So then repeat key messages. Just like I said, anything, any content that does well, please redo it and post it again. It's good. So basically, that's just it. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot. So please go and do your own chats. Go and open your own ChatGPT and give it all these details, right? And then you know, continue and then continue like that for yourself. That's basically how to use AI for especially large. We focus this class today on large language models. We do not, of course, like I said, we have another separate course for AI for businesses where we cover different tools, different AI tools. We cannot cover some because AI, yes, there are so many AI tools these days, so many of them. So, and you cannot learn all of them. You have to just learn the one that concerns your business. And of course, ChatGPT is like the number one. It's like the foundation of every other AI tool you want to learn, right? So I hope this has been very useful. It's just a general overview of what you can use AI for. And this same thing is applicable for any situation, right? So just learn how to communicate. The key thing is communicating with AI properly and also giving it as much context as possible, right? So without further ado, I guess we've come to the end of this particular class. So of course, there are so many other resources that can actually help you in your brand management journey. And I hope that, of course, you can take advantage of all those other materials. I'm sure they are all of them have been provided for you, either through the mentorship group that you are in, or of course, through any other platforms where our courses are sold. So thank you so much. And any questions you have, of course, you can always send them to me personally, or you can ask them on the mentorship group that you are on, and we would always get across to you. So let me stop the recording right now and take questions.
Okay, me, what I wanted to ask if I can get this page, everything that we have just done now on ChatGPT.